Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Jennifer's Tale, My Life as a Crossdresser. Since it's my podcast, I am Jennifer. Kind of figured that one out. Welcome to this podcast. If you are new to my YouTube videos, please do me a favor. First and foremost, right below my boobs here, please click on the subscribe to my channel. If you are watching this, I'm pretty sure you're a crossdresser or a trans individual, or maybe you're a wife of a crossdresser, girlfriend of a crossdresser, family member of a crossdresser, you know one, you've seen them on TV, you're interested, you're curious. Welcome to my podcast. Please check out previous episodes as well. There's lots of episodes, over 100 of them, and I talk about all sorts of stuff. My life is an open book. I am a crossdresser. I've been dressing for a long, long time. I love talking about myself, my experiences, thoughts, hopes, dreams, desires, tips, tricks for dressing, all sorts of stuff. I cover everything. I cover my favorite article of women's clothes to the first time I went on a date with a guy. Everything and anything is on the table. So please please subscribe. If you're listening to this as an audio podcast, whether it be on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, or you have a podcast streaming service, please check out previous episodes. All these rules apply to you as well. Chances are, if you're listening to this, you're a crossdresser and you want to learn more about yourself. I want you to know that you are not alone. I am a crossdresser. There's plenty of other girls out there with you. If you are just kind of new into crossdressing and want to learn more, I think my podcast is a great resource. And we're all in this together. I want to give you a big virtual hug, tell you you're not alone, and let's get into this episode. This episode is all about Facebook and about Facebook being revolutionary when it came to cross-dressing and being able to further our community. So I haven't come up with an actual title, but I'll come with something. It's all about Facebook. It's all about the face. Anyway, way back in the day when I was cross-dressing, I had been dressing for quite some time. This is in the 90s when the internet was first starting up. I didn't have local internet. I actually had a sister who lived in a bigger city in Iowa than where I was at. And I would go visit her usually every weekend or every other weekend. And I would go to the local college, and I was able to get an account set up to have an email account, to have internet access, and to go online to check out things like, my favorite sci-fi shows, find out news about them, comic books, that kind of thing. But what I spent a lot of my time doing is checking out cross-dressing, seeing if there are other girls out there who are like me, girls who enjoy dressing up as women, who were curious about why they were this way, what made us tick, why we wanted to do this, it was the early days of the internet, well before MySpace, even before Facebook, all that sort of stuff. There were kind of news groups that dealt with cross-dressing that you could read people just kind of chatting or making comments and stuff. And even after that went away, or kind of progressed into not really MySpace, but AOL came on, and they had chat rooms where you could people would set up chat rooms about cross-dressers, and girls could go in there and we could chat and get to know each other and make friends and talk about girly stuff, and it was great. But it wasn't until the advent of Facebook where things just was amazing. Even me starting my Jennifer Hangartner Facebook page just 5 short years ago, how big a game changer Facebook is when it comes to building our community, to being able to establish your identity. It's just amazing. When you are a crossdresser and you're trying to put together your look and what you want to wear and what your hair and your makeup and all of that goes towards making your identity, making your persona, figuring out what your feminine side is going to look like. But once you get that done, you almost have another step to do. Picking out a feminine name, I think, is very important. because you're establishing a whole new identity for yourself. You are coming up with the female version of yourself or the feminine version of yourself that you want to put out into the world. Not just put out into the, going out in public if you choose to do so, but for a lot of girls, whether you go out in public or if you stay home within your four walls, you have social media galore that you can use to build your feminine persona. And I think the best one to use, if you haven't done so already, chances are you probably already have, but Facebook is just amazing for that. It's so simple to create your feminine persona. You can put pictures of yourself up, you can write a biography about yourself, you can reveal as much or as little as you want to about yourself, and you can put yourself out there. You can make a Facebook page, and if you don't want to do anything more with it, you can just kind of let it go. But you can do so much more. You can do a search for cross-dress and whatever your city is or town is. And maybe you'll find other girls that you can start chatting with on Messenger. Maybe you can look at other girls' pictures and leave a comment. If you think that they're attractive or they're wearing a dress that you think is really cute, you can comment on them, and maybe they'll check out your pictures in return, and they can comment on you. You start chatting back and forth that way. You've made a friend. And the more times you do that, the more friends you make. I can tell you from experiences, a cross-dresser who's been around for a while, one of the worst things when I first started cross-dressing was feeling that you were alone, feeling that there wasn't anybody else out there who felt the way you did. There weren't any other girls out there that you could talk to or get ideas from or just bounce things off of, your feelings, your thoughts, desires, all that. You had to do it through the mail, and it was horrible because you would send a letter maybe in to a magazine or like the Tri-S Society and say you wanted to connect with other girls in your area, and maybe they'd pass along your information to another girl in the area, or maybe they wouldn't. Maybe you'd go keep checking your mail day after day, hoping you'd receive a letter from another girl who was introducing herself, and weeks would go by and nothing. Now, Facebook, instantaneously. You can friend somebody or like somebody's picture, and next thing you know, you're talking to them 2 minutes later. Facebook and social media is just so great to have this community, and if you are not taking advantage of it, I highly suggest you do. It never hurts to start a Facebook page or a profile for yourself. Put some pictures up. Next thing you know, you'll be talking to other girls out there and just enjoying your feminine life. So that's just my get out there, make a Facebook page. Chances are you probably already have, but if you have, think about just how wonderful your life is because of all your Facebook friends and all the people that you've talked to, and how great this is, how wonderful this social media can be. Let me know what you think. Send me a comment. Leave a comment on this video. Leave a comment on my audio podcast episode. You can go on Facebook. That's where, like I said, that's where I am. I check that all the time, numerous times a day. Leave a comment there. You can find me the page for this podcast, Jennifer's Tale, My Life as a Crossdresser. You can find my personal Facebook page, and you can friend me on there, Jennifer Hangartner, Hangartner. And last but not least, you can send me what's considered old-fashioned nowadays. Send me an email, Jennifer's Tale Podcast, that's all one word, @gmail.com. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Check out previous ones, and until next time, this is Jennifer saying hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.